Good morning. We could hear the wind howling here at the studio in South Fargo in the wake of the rain and snow that moved through Fargo-Moorhead overnight. And now we're dealing with the aftermath of that. The rain fell. It helped to melt some of those areas of snow and ice on the roads. There's a lot of slushy areas, but in some cases it just deposited on top of that. And now we've got some really slick spots, and temperatures are dropping too. So we'll see some refreeze happening too for that morning drive. So bottom line, it's going to be hazardous out there driving. Now you may be driving along the road thinking, oh, it's fine, it's just wet. And then at times may run into some of those icy patches. So definitely do not use your cruise control this morning, and give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to be, and lots of following distance as well. You can see on the radar most of the snow and rain is winding down. This is another fast moving clipper that's going to continue to exit the valley here through the rest of the morning. We've got mainly some clearing or quieting happening up north, and putting this into motion over the last 6 hours just to kind of give you an idea of what happened overnight. We saw the rain and snow move into the northwest. It swept through Grand Forks, causing icy travel conditions. And then in Fargo-Moorhead, we saw a good amount of rain and freezing rain right there. And now this continues to drop to the south and east, where we may have some snow at this point in places like Wadena and back over into Otter Tail County, Wheaton, maybe some snow too, and the Sisseton area as well, getting a little bit of rain at this point. Now, looking at our temperatures, this is of course critical here. We're looking at a much colder air up to the north with that wind blasting it in. We're looking at temperatures in Grand Forks below freezing at 27 degrees. It's 36 right now in Fargo, but just because it's 30, the air temperature is 36, doesn't mean the ground isn't frozen or that don't have some icy patches out there with a layer of water maybe on top of that to help add to the hazardous conditions. And then down in Lakes Country, also on the cold side, we're looking at 25 degrees in Wadena, so below freezing there, and up along Highway 10 to Detroit Lakes to 32 degrees. So again, take it easy on those roads. We are seeing reports from the North Dakota DOT of some patchy, icy areas in eastern North Dakota, and in Minnesota, a lot of areas reporting some ice or snow-covered roads as well. So not a great day to be out traveling, especially this morning. Now this continues to drop to the south and east. It's got a lot of wind with it, so that wind's rushing in behind it. We're seeing wind speeds gusting to 36 miles per hour in Fargo, 37 in Grand Forks, 33 in Jamestown. Oaks a gust to 36 miles per hour, and our visibility down to 2 miles in Wadena, where we're getting that snow and or rain, and in Havelock 2.5 miles there. Cavalier 3 miles for your visibility at this point in time. So not perfect for visibility either, though most areas are looking somewhat okay. Now looking at our hour-by-hour planner, notice how our temperatures are kind of sliding or actually staying kind of where they're at here over the morning hours. And as we dip below the freezing mark in places like Fargo, new areas of ice could form, and in other places in the valley as well. We'll stay below freezing up in the north. The wind continues to blow in out of the northwest. We've got gusts that are into the 30s continuing into the noon hour, with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, and can't rule out in the wake of this system a few snow showers popping up here in the region, and you can see a couple of them, these little bands developing here this afternoon, but most areas staying on the drier side. As we get into the later hours tonight, those temperatures dipping into the teens and some 20s around 6 o'clock. And the wind finally starts to ease up late tonight, but it's going to be another windy day, and again, an icy one out there for this morning drive. By 11 o'clock, temperatures into the teens. Again, a look at that photo for today. We've had some pretty winter time sunsets, and this one's taken in the Moorhead area. Thank you, Karen. And your 7-day planner. Today's not the only day for that clipper to move through. We've got, of course, the wind and the mix happening. Thursday, we get a little bit of a break. Then Thursday night and into Friday, we see our next clipper approach. This one could be bringing in some rain and or snow showers again, and it could be as early as Friday afternoon or Friday evening, carrying over into Saturday. Something to keep an eye on if you're going to be traveling, have some evening plans, maybe heading out to the Bison game to tailgate. We'll of course be keeping you updated right here, and this pattern stays as we move into next week too.
Thank you, Lisa. Keep the heat in and the cold out this winter. Coming up on the Valley Today, we have some ways to keep your home warm this season.